Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing a reading of anything where the cards take us. We're going to start with these two cards and see what the beginning of the topic is. We have exhale, where have you been holding your breath? And flourish, you have permission to take up space. Okay, we're going to get started with the card choosing process. If you'd like to stick around for this part of the reading, please stick around. If you'd like to skip right to the reading, please click the timestamp down below. We're going to start with our tarot cards. And take one more. We're going to have our final message card. We're going to take one from our fairy card, just a little message at the end. Fairy deck. And last, we're going to take some tea leaves. Ooh, all these came with me. I'm just going to grab them. All right. If you're just joining us, welcome. If you've been with us during the card choosing process, you saw how we did that. Excuse the noise outside. There's construction next to my house. So grab your tea and or coffee, your beverage, your water. Let's get started. We have exhale and flourish. We have the word rose. Romance is in the air. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. We have throne, position of authority. We have dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. We have clouds, temporary problems. Ring, a marriage would take place, either romantic or business. And we have eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay, decided to close the windows a little bit. It's gonna get a little dark in here, but that's okay because our reading is going to get done anyway. So with rose, we have a romance is in the air. Is this what I'm getting? What's flourishing? Wind chimes, peace and harmony. Something is actually growing with this flourish card and wind chimes. I'm seeing like a rose even at its point where it's opening. Something is flourishing, something you possibly watered, a relationship possibly, yourself even, a friendship, something that you've put effort into, watering, giving the rose food, giving nutrition, just a lot of care into this. With peace and harmony, I'm seeing even there's like a melody, a music, possibly even meditating or resting in silence, resting with music, using music therapy I'm seeing as well, kind of using music as an outlet. If you're composing or within the music, yourself singing, or just even listening. I'm seeing just a lot of listening and making it a thing, like having like a moment for it where you kind of dedicate to this time. But something is definitely flourishing from this. I'm saying like music therapy helped this flourish, whether it's yourself for some of you, whether it's a relationship, something you're nurturing, maybe a relationship even with a pet or a child or something difficult that was kind of taking a lot of your energy before. With exhale, I'm seeing you're kind of obviously not just holding your breath, but really struggling at the moment before this kind of dedication and I'm seeing you kind of gatekeeping this, like kind of keeping it to yourself, not letting anybody in when somebody kind of tried to kind of like come over even. I'm seeing people trying to invite themselves over. You kind of had to just stop it. You had to like push it to the side. With ring, marriage will take place, either romantic or business. I'm seeing something just more official is even taking place for some of you, not just as a relationship, as a business relationship, just kind of this way of living will be quite more official for some of you. psychic ability. This is also possibly opening the third eye for some of you. So really listen to your nudges. If you're getting nudges within yourself or kind of signs, an example is I asked to see a purple feather yesterday for no reason. I just wanted to see a purple feather, and I saw it. Like, it was in a picture and it was just on my feed, and it did happen. So really ask for the sign, really ask your guides or your angels or yourself, your future self, anything you believe in, the higher, your higher self even. Just really ask if you're in the right place, how you're feeling. Just kind of put something out there, share it with somebody, and when you see it, you know, just know that your guides are listening to you, your guides are here with you, they're guiding you, and I really see yourself on the right track. It's possibly out of the box because somebody would have probably just wanted to give you medication or something, like, oh, you're sad, let's just send you to a doctor, or let's kind of label you. But you really took this into your own hands. You really listen to yourself. So I hear, like, great job listening to yourself, and you are in the right path. Maybe this reading is even the sign you've asked for. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the Devil, we have the 5 of Swords. Interesting. I see somebody has their eye on something that you have. Somebody has had their eye on something that you have, something that you possess. It possibly creates you money, or creates you a lot of stability in your life. Just like money, it creates you just a lot of peace, and it's something that people have their eye on. And no matter what they possess in their life, no matter what comes into their life, financially, a relationship, anything, it's just never going to be enough. They never can hold the right people for themselves, because they're attracting just the wrong people. And I see somebody's always had their eye on something that you possess. They kind of want you to fall into the path with the Devil, where you're handcuffed to societal norms. And I see just things that we find normal, like the chemicals in our food. We just find them normal. It's just part of life. Let's just go to the drive-thru. But I'm seeing it's just something that's part of the norm, that you kind of stepped out of the box with. And somebody has their eye on everything that you're achieving, everything you've possessed. They've had their eye on it because you've always had it. You've always had this kind of just ability, that your eye on something. You're always ahead of everything. Even, like, let's say in the medical field, just something comes out and you were already on that vitamin when it came out, you know, like, not necessarily that it came out, but a vitamin came out. A vitamin company says that this such and such vitamin does this for you, but you were already taking it. So, like, it just, you were ahead of the curve is what I'm hearing. We have the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. With the 10 of Swords, I see this person drastically failing, like drastically, where they had to actually kind of tuck their tail between their legs and come ask you about this particular thing that you're flourishing in, this relationship, whatever it may be for some of you, a relationship, or yourself, or your beauty, or your glow up, or your business, anything. They're actually going to fail at judging you. They're going to fail at having judged you, having, like, spread gossip about you, slander, sneaky ways, kind of diminishing your business, diminishing you, diminishing whatever is going on that's thriving in your life. This person was really trying to diminish it, trying to make people get on their side, and I'm seeing them fail terribly. I'm seeing them just kind of just bomb, just fail, just fall. And all these swords I'm seeing as people turning against them, or people seeing that it's not true. They're going to be on your side. They're going to protect you. They're going to protect your name in the room where you're not in. And I ultimately see this person having to crawl back to you and ask you for advice, and possibly even financial. This is something that possibly affected them financially, or that you can even help financially, not by funding, but by showing the ways, like, oh yeah, oh, no big deal. This is how I did it, you know? And you're going to feel satisfaction in that. I'm seeing yourself putting a lot more hard work into this, and also kind of staying on your own. I see this wall, you creating this wall, and it's not in a bad way, it's more in a protective way. With this person's face, I see that people have already put you through a lot, and you've already tried it their way. You've already tried to, you know, like, jump when they say jump, or do the 8 to 5, or whatever it may be that you're currently going through. possibly you've attracted this reading, I see that you've had to create a wall and create just like some distance between a lot of people, and maybe even somebody you live with, or a spouse, or just somebody that was really hard on you, and you're just gonna have to, I want to say, go at it alone and show them. And people will come to you. People will definitely come to you for advice, and you're gonna be the pioneer in the end that started it within your family, within your circle, within yourself, whatever it may be. Oh, the High Priestess. So again, you kind of get to just sit on your throne. You get to like be really supported, I'm seeing, really held high. Nobody gets to say your name in slander of any way. With all these swords, I'm seeing it's people kind of always protecting you, protecting your name, protecting what you stand for, protecting the bubble of what you did for yourself or the community or anybody. They kind of hold you to really high standards, the community does. And I'm seeing that you get to really flourish in this, as well as this word. You get to really flourish and take the throne position of authority. That's definitely going with our High Priestess card here. So with the problems that you've already faced with the exhale and the clouds, they were definitely temporary. They're on their way out. Just like I tell my little baby, it's just moving along. Just this pain or problem or vaccines or whatever she had to go through is just moving right along. We have a message. We have grow. All flowers must grow through the dirt. So that goes with our rose and our flourish. It's just, we get to experience this growth, and we're going to feel a little bit grateful for this time that we have, because now we get to be a lot more humble but a lot more helpful. So with our fairies card, we have Keeper of Focus. It's a great card for you, my dear listener. So really focus on what you're doing, on your grounding, on what you're up to, whatever it involves. Really focus on listening to yourself, listening to your intuition. Really keep focus on that, and everyone's going to see you as the pioneer of it and really come to you for the advice. We're going to go ahead and take some letters, see what words we can get. I see rot, possibly rotten, just rotten people that we don't really need in our life. They don't add value. There's nothing wrong with that. They just had to get out of the way. Dad, for some of you, maybe your dad, or focusing on your dad or your child's father, or becoming a dad even for somebody. We have cow, maybe farms. We have leave. I'm seeing the word leave, possibly leaving a situation, leaving people behind, like with this card, leaving people out of your life, leaving people to wonder, leaving people, just definitely a lot of ways we could see that, leaving people just out, leaving. We have liar. I feel like you can smell a liar from a mile away. You don't really engage at all. We have two eyes, so possibly the letter I or two. Number two, we have a U. If you guys see anything that I didn't see, please leave it down below. And with that, my dear listener, this is the reading I have for you today. If it resonated for you, please take what resonated and leave the rest. Not everything will resonate for everybody, and continue on this path. I'm really excited. Soon everybody's going to kind of join you, and never let somebody say your name at a table in a negative way without kind of like pushing them down to their level, giving them the day that they're kind of giving out. So with that, my dear listener, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.